What up, traders? What up, investors? Ken here from Dyslexic Investor. Thank you for tuning in for another fantastic video. We're going to be doing a U-week. We're going to do a little turnaround. We're going to do a little loop-de-loop, looking back at PLTR. This is Palantir. I don't know. Anywho, if you're not familiar with this, I bought, I think, about a little bit of $1,100, maybe 110 shares of this on IPO day. I shared that with the subscribers on Patreon and on YouTube membership tab, disclosing that I bought some, playing this as a long-term trade. So I'm not following this position. I'm of course down on it, a little bit down, almost a flat. That being said, we're looking here on the chart on the daily side of where it could be going, maybe this really tight trading range, and to kind of look on what will be happening. So we're actually going to move the time frame to around 4 hours. So 4 hours is going to give us basically 2 bars per day, and to kind of help us understand where this could be potentially going. That being said, is it time to buy? Is it time to sell? Whatsoever. What is your time horizon? So each time when you enter a trade, please make the distinction and the understanding of, hey, I'm entering this trade to make a trade for these price targets. This is my stop, and this is when I cut the loss for whatever reason. Have that for if you're doing a trade, an investment whatsoever. You have to have those guidelines and stick to those guns. That being said, here we're looking here from, again, IPO date went all the way up to around $11.42. I think I got it for like 10:30 or something like that, around that time frame. I forget what the order I put in there for. That being said, looking here at a 4-hour chart, this thing has been kind of just trading sideways, lack of better words. It came up to around that 1046 range, then came all the way down around $9 and just kind of been bouncing around, kind of just making like this channel pattern, just really kind of staying in its lane, lack of better words, not really breaking out. Of course, there hasn't been any earnings announcement yet. There hasn't been any kind of earnings reports to really people base their decisions off on if potentially still holding it and whatsoever. So that being said, looking at the chart here on the 4-hour chart, again, not the daily chart, we're seeing it just kind of trade sideways. As long as it stays above that $9 range, I think this is still a fairly good potential position to add into, to start a position, to potentially add a starter position in the sense of a long-term investment. That being said, in my opinion, that being said, but that's going to be a little bit below the $9 range. That's going to be the low what we saw a couple weeks, less than a couple weeks ago, a week and a half ago, basically, when that really hit that tier. Projecting out, so a lot of people asked for me to kind of potentially look on where this could be going. It's going to be very difficult because, again, there's not too much information out there on the chart on where it could be going. That being said, if this trend on the daily side or the 4-hour side wants to continue, as long as we stay above that $9.50 range, which is this previous kind of bottomish here, holding that 21 EMA, potentially to break out above 1016, to try to break that limit around $10.46, and then potentially making its way to around that $10.88. But if this low holds, that $9 hold, or $8.90 to be politically correct, holds, we can easily see that $12.10 to around $13 price target in the near term. In the near term, that means a couple weeks to a couple months. That doesn't mean that's going to skyrocket up. It could skyrocket up. But again, there is no earnings currently on the horizon, so be very mindful of that. This is a very IPO play here, so these can go bust in whatsoever direction. So just be very careful out there. This is going to be a little bit shorter video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace!